Awesome. Thank you so much. I see some of the feedback from the from the Zoom chat that some people are mentioning that they're not able to hear. Please confirm over the chat if you can hear us. Either speaking myself or the music. If not, I think Uh, cool. I see the confirmation that audio is going through. So my name is Satinder Sidhu. I'm a software architect by nature, and I'm also a director of KITLabs, being in a programming the background. I have myself my co-partner Aryan Chikara, who's a business analyst, and helping us to design wonderful and amazing apps today. So first of all, thank you so much for taking your precious time today, to join us, in this webinar. We want to make sure that we tell you something which gonna help you in your business. How do you run your business? So quickly, we are a New Jersey-based company. We are local to you. We are in the Eastern time zone here. We have a lot of experience in building, especially mobile apps on iOS platforms and Android platforms, and automating any business. Basically, we are automating the business to make the life easy today. And today we are specifically going to speak about the construction business. What we are going to, how can we help the construction business here? So a quick recap of the construction domain, specifically in United States here. We see that the market size of the construction business is going to hit 2.1 trillion dollars here. There is an increasing demand of sustainable and precision construction, and there is a lot of decision you have to make based upon the data. Right, there are a lot of moving parts in this portion here. So how we help is, we know that there is a plethora of solutions already there in the market, but what is actually useful for you? How you're, because every business is unique, how is how you are leveraging the solutions to make your business more productive and helping your customers here. So we have like solutions managing the project management, to doing handling the labor shortage or the supply chain disruptions and the safety concerns. Like we have solutions, but we are willing to hear back from you also and customize those solutions for you also. Project management complexity. We know that there are so many parties involved, right? And the construction business, you deal with the architect, you deal with the town, you deal with the plumber, electrician, cement, and there are so many other things you deal with, like so many different parties. So project management components, that is something which we know, and we have those solutions in our applications here. There is a labor shortage also. There's a lot of alignment of who's coming first and who's coming second, and who's scheduling their time and all that. So we have that encountered in our solution to maximize their timing, and how can we schedule all of those people in the sequence also. Supply chain, this is the real thing. We have all suffered in last COVID time when there was a supply shortage of the stuff. Means luckily not right now, but we need to be ready for the situation. We need to manage the supply and the cost for that. So we have some real-time monitoring and some predictive analytics of all of these options, so that there is no delay of those options there. And also, we want to make sure that safety is taken in, is considered in in our solution. So if you have a lot of devices, tractors or other devices, we can do IoT installed into them. So whenever it is a time to do a maintenance of them, we can do that before the problem actually comes in. And we just want to make sure all the documentation you do with the town you're on, with your customer, is all like, compliance. It is all compliant with, the FDA and, all other, regulations too. So if there is any questions in the chat, questions, please feel free to type those questions in the chat. At the end, we will do a recap of all of the questions, and we will keep some, timing to answer those questions also. Seems like, Farhad is getting a problem and still into the listening audio. Farhad, we will send you the, audio recording, video recording of this one so that, you can hear that. So how do we solve all of these challenges, and how do we help to do that? So as we are a mobile app development company, we are very much into each domain, and in construction domain, we have understood 80% of the common bottlenecks and the hurdles, challenges which you always have to go through for every project. Communication with your customers, right? Sending them to the town, or letting them buy the material, or doing all of those things. Basically, it is going to improve all of your communication with the customers, and also managing your day-to-day task of those things. A quick, quick overview, of how the mobile app, looks like for, the construction businesses. So as there are multiple roles, right? So we have a builder, we have a construction engineer, we have a structural engineer, we have a plumbing guy, we have electrician guy. They all need to coordinate, and they all need to have access to certain documents on those sides also, right? So when you get access to the app, you can first of all, let me switch to another screen where I can show you in more better format. So we are here. So when you log in, and we can customize brand these apps according to your business, your logo, your icon, and your business, and you can give access to your entire team to do that. So on the dashboard, these are the security cameras. So if you have 5 different construction places where the work is going on, we have small IoT cameras. You can just drop those cameras over there, and from the app you can see all the work live happening in all of those locations. So as you can handle multiple projects here, right? So then you can see the additional task. Oh, there are like, so many tasks for yourself to do that. And you can see those tasks here. You can view those tasks, assign it to somebody, or you can, mark it complete for yourself. This is your entire team. You have a plumber, supervisor, engineer, electrician, carpenter. You can build that team, and you can add more team member if we need to add more team members to there. Invite them. When they will log into the mobile app, they will see things only according to their access. They won't be able to see whatever you can see, but they can only see the stuff which they have access to. For example, when an architect or a town guy or the house owner logs in to the app, he can see the site plans, right? He can see the site plans because he's working on that. So everyone comes to the same platform, to see the stuff, and to do those things here. If we go to the details page, for example, the site plan page, we can see the site plan. It contains the elevation plan, or it contains the survey. All of those documents are organized at one place. If we are placing the orders to the third party companies, you're buying the material, we can send those orders from the same app, from the same portal, from the same system, right? You can also maintain a list of prices, like the rate card. Different people who are working with you, they have the different rate card, which can help you to manage those things. If you see that multiple places have the different pricing, maybe you can take a note of that also. So when you are doing the purchases, you can manage where do you want to where do you want to order that. So there are many more things into there, and we have only 30 minutes here. We just want to showcase you how the mobile apps can actually make your life easy, and we can customize it. Everyone has some portion of the processes which they have done there, which are different from other people, and we can customize that. So this is some of the detail about those various screens. Um, I just want to ask quickly, does anyone from the audience already have a mobile app or a web system? I know that most of the people just want to work on the Excel sheets and do better on the Excel sheet rather than adopting any technology. Maybe you can type +1 in the chat. What we want to do is we want to showcase you what is a mobile app like a development process. Awesome. I see that. I see that, we have very good, the audience here. We want to quickly walk you through like in, few minutes, what is the mobile app, development process. And I will request my partner, Aryan, to quickly walk us through the process. Thanks, Aryan.
Sir. So going through the mobile app development process, it's a step-by-step process from planning to maintenance. So here we go from the step-by-step process. So first is our planning and research. So the process starts with planning and research. This phase mostly involves identifying the app purpose, target audience, and key features. After the process, we move to the next, the mobile design. It's a UI UX. Uh, Focusing on user interface and user design, we create wireframes, design mockups, and interactive prototypes. The goal is to ensure like intuitive navigation. After the design is to be created, we move to the next part, that's the development. Once the design is approved, we starts the development phase. This involves front end, back end, database setups, APIs. We works on the agile methodologies. So after the development process, the next comes on the testing part. Like after so on the testing, we test for functionality, performance, usability, security across multiple devices and platform. As we are working on agile methodologies, we move on goes on to testing at every part. After like testing, we move to the next part, that's a launch part or deployment. Once the app is tested and refined, it's time to for deployment. We submit the app to app stores like Google Play and Apple App Store. Make sure it meets all the guidelines. After finally, like after launch, we enter the maintenance and support phase. This include fixing bugs, releasing updates, and monitoring performance. Adapting to the user feedback, continuous support ensure your app stays relevant, secure, and competitive over time. Thank
Thanks.
you.
Yep. Thanks, Aryan. Thank you so much. Yeah. Once you are on the App Store, your business status goes much higher, and it is much easy for customers to interact with you because they don't have to call you every day for status. Um, Everyone just go to the app and get their status. If they need anything, they get it done. Because the time period for one project is pretty time sensitive, and everyone is checking on the stuff. So we help you end to end, customizing it according to your brand, your name, help you upload it on, Apple Store, Google Store. If you want a web page also, we can do that also, for you. How do we work? Our engagement model is fixed cost. You have a company and you want, just this app to be, configured for you. We can give you a cost, and we can help you deploying it on Apple Store and Google Store. If you are a very large company and you have ongoing stuff going on, we can also work with you on time and material to help you. We want to give you some simple idea here how much building a mobile app actually cost, because that question comes a lot, and we want to be very transparent here. A basic application, a very basic application, we just want to give you like a simple interface to your customer and get simple things done, starts from 5 grand, takes approximately 2 months to configure that. But consider that how value it adds to your business. Now everyone, your entire teammate, and all of the stakeholders can communicate with you much efficiently, as they have one platform where they can actually where they can actually go in and they can do their task. Medium to complex app, take around like a 15,000. It takes about like a 4 months to do that. And if it is something very, complex, we want to also add some, more complex features. We can definitely talk about that, and we can, give you some estimates how long it's going to take. I always say, to customer, think it off about building a home. It basically, if it's a 3 bedroom house, you know how much it's going to cost. But if it's a 5 bedroom house and you want to make luxurious bathrooms and, things different, maybe there is a more time and material. So we also do it in the same way. It is all time and material, but what we do, we try to maximize that time and material, putting the brain and heads together, to do it in a minimum time. And we are right here in New Jersey. You can talk to us, in local time zone. If you are nearby New Jersey, New York, Connecticut and tri-state area, we can definitely, meet also. Even though if you are like a nearby and you want to get it done, we can fly you in to New Jersey at our company cost, spend a day with us here, and we can go through the, entire process also. We have a couple of freebies to give today, as everyone is spending their time today. These are few apps which we have created to help the audience to with a total to share your digital cards. So this is our app where you can create your own digital card, free of cost. There is no cost to it. You can save all of your contacts. If anyone comes to you, and you can show them your visiting card, a digital card. We will drop the link in the chat, and we will also send this link after the call also. Otherwise, you can take a, screenshot or picture. This QR code will, take you to our portfolio page. So based on Android or iOS, you can deploy that. If you are also, planning to do any other app yourself, you are a DIY guy, we have an app builder also. So what you can do in app builder, you can just make your app yourself. You can go through a couple of screens. You can, find out what kind of app you want. It will go through the process just like a GPS, ask you a few questions, and then it will, create a package for you, and you will get an email with all of the detail. Behind the scene, it gets processed, couple of hours, to do that, and it will guide you through the process. This is a completely automated system, which can help you, to build the apps here. If you have a larger project and you're wondering how much it will cost us to build that, we also have an online cost calculator. Just like I gave the example previously, how many rooms, how many bathroom. So here you can, check, oh, I only want to make it for Android. Okay, you select Android. I only want like a certain features. I only want project management. I don't want anything else. You select that, and it will walk you through how much, that will cost for you. And these are a couple of like a QR codes if you want to take a screenshot, or otherwise we will, send that in the call also. So I just went on a high speed, want to give an overview what we do and how can we help a construction business. We will open the floor now for questions and answers. Please feel free to drop your questions in the chat, or maybe you can unmute yourself and ask that. I am going to, start reading the questions from the chat, and, answer them in the timeline also. First question I have, will we have the total ownership of the app after you help? Yes, correct. Please check our portfolio. We have done numerous apps, and check our customer reviews. You will be totally in charge of, the IP of your, the code base. Some of the functionality is common, like login, registration, like, scheduling, that is a common functionality. But if you have your own concept, like you are bringing something unique, you own that. We will set you in the setup phase. We will use our own servers, to set up everything stuff, but we will guide you in the entire process. You make an account on Apple and Android, and any cloud provider, and we completely, migrate you on that. And we have a support plan. I mean, that's how we help you monthly also to stay your mobile app up to date, because every day there's a new update from Apple and Android coming that. Cool. Next question is, how can I access the recording? Yes, definitely. After the call, within some time, we will send you a thank you email along with the recording link also. Then the question is, how steep is the learning curve for contractors who are not tech savvy? Yeah, very good question. You don't need to learn the coding. That's why we do it for you, right? It's just like if somebody has to build the house, they don't learn completely. They talk to you, like you help them to do that. But you still need to know a minimum basic things. For example, your Apple Store account, your Android Store account, and we will guide you through the entire process, how we are going to do that. Usually it is a 2 weeks journey, and during that 2 week journey, we walk you through the entire process. Like we set up those meetings up front. We keep those meetings up front, and we take some time from your calendar, maybe half an hour every 2 weeks, which helps you, which blocks some time from your calendar, to talk with us. You don't need to, like, keep asking us the status. Okay, what is happening? We take care end to end completely. Think of us as your first, general contractor. Like, we talk to you and we do everything, and then in house, we do, all of that stuff for you. Cool. Awesome. Awesome. And if there is what else? So it is just like not one person job actually, to build the app or the system. Just like building the house is a combination of many people with the different roles. Even though one person can do all of those things, but you cannot scale that way, right? So we design the app, which is your architect who designed the home, right? And then we have Apple developer, Android developer, and a web developer. I see that audio is muted. Can everyone hear me? Hello, to make sure.
It's audible, sir.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. So I think Inder, please check if the audio is, you have the audio problems there. Okay, Joanne said can hear but can't ask questions. Okay, no problem. Okay, we can unmute everyone. We can unmute everyone. Boom, 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 boom. Unmute themselves. Yes, please feel free to unmute yourself now. I think that was the
Thanks, Satinder. My question was about integration with the various townships to track our permit progress. Is that
yes.
functionality that could be built, or is that in the pipeline?
That's a very good question, Inder. Actually, we have to check state by state if they have APIs open for the integration. We have done a lot of work, with the Department of Transportation, for a trucking system. If the township is open, from their side, for APIs integration, we can definitely include that. But yes, it is on the roadmap, so that if you have to check the status, for example, if you have to schedule the next inspection, you don't have to go to the town thingy. You can just do it from the mobile app. It is in
Mm,
the pipeline.
got it.
Yeah. Thanks. I see another question here. Can an app start with a smaller scope and then feature instead of the full app? Yes, definitely. That can be done, Yuvraj. If you just want to start with something very basic thing, I think that at the minimum, what everyone needs is you don't want your customer or people to keep calling you for the status and keep asking things, right? So they have a mobile app. That's where they can go, and that's where they can check the status. That is the least thing what everyone wants. But yes, that's where we can start. That is the starting thing. We can start with that, and can deploy on that. um, this is beautiful.
How about
Awesome.
document and design sharing? Is that a functionality with all the users, be it our contractors, our end customers? Can we share that? Is that a
Correct.
functionality?
Yes, definitely, the documents go as a PDF in
Mm-hmm.
there.
Got
So
it.
as you see that, let me bring that screen once again here. So on this screen, if we go back to the home page here, so we go to the go back here. Yeah, so we go back here. So these are the, the site plans here. So once we go into the detail, of those site plans, we can share them.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. Yeah, but whomsoever you are sharing, they can be either in the your team, or you can also do a guest also. You need to provide their email ID, and you can send it to them. But this
And it's a
become
two-way share. My question was, let's say that somebody has a picture of the bathroom that they want me to build, they can also share it through this so that all the conversation, all the documents, all the data is completely in the app.
That is correct. That is correct.
Got it.
So for that, you start a new project and you include them as a team member. They
Mhm.
could be the house owner, and
Yep.
then they just go in and they can send it from that.
Got it.
There are a lot more features which we are getting as a feedback, which needs to be part of the system. So we appreciate getting all of the feedback also. So this can be deployed as just a branded app for your own business, on your own servers. And definitely please talk to us, book time with us. Let me share the screens once again, and we will send that as a follow-up email also. So please do this QR code. We can do a 30-minute talk with you at no cost. Understand what's your business, what is your pain point actually, where are you spending most of the time, where are you spending repetitive time on the daily activities that can go into this automated system. Mobile app is just a front end to your system. Basically, what we are building and customizing for you is a complete system. Think it of as your assistant, who's taking care of talking to your customer, getting most of the things. I got a question for, can you please explain a bit of app security? Definitely, definitely. I would, love to speak that. And if you give me just 1 second to bring a different slide so that I can easily explain that. So in the security section, what we need to care about is two things about customer data and your data. That is one of the things which we want to protect. And how do we protect that? By encrypting that data from the mobile app to going back to our server. So when the data is going from your mobile app to the server, it will be encrypted completely by 256 SHA protocol. And when that data will be saved on any of the servers, either it is a AWS, Microsoft, or Google Cloud of your choice, it will be completely encrypted there also, so no one can access that data. Option one, the data cannot be stolen. Option two, even if it is stolen, it is all encrypted. No one can decode that with the salt encryption. And we just don't say that. We will have audit of our infrastructure and the platforms during the build also and after the build also, so that you actually see those certificates. Because sometime if you have to provide that to your customer or any auditing authority about your system, you should be able to show that. Very good question. Thanks, Sarji. We are right on the time. I really appreciate everyone, coming to, this session today, taking your time. So we are looking forward, to talk to you, in the coming time. We will send a follow-up email, but please feel free to, send us an email, book a session with us, and we are looking forward to work with you. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of the day. I'm just going to stay on the call for a few seconds. If anyone has any question, please feel free to unmute yourself and ask. Otherwise, I'm going to, end the call in maybe a few minutes.